Hey, my friend. Brought you coffee. It's really good to see you. How are you? You doing okay? Yeah, this life can be so tough. In the book of James, chapter 1, it says, "Consider it joy when we go through difficult seasons." And here's the reason, because joy is not a feeling. It's a person. His name is Jesus. If we keep our eyes fixed on him, he has promised us the crown of life. We just got to keep moving. Don't give up. Give me a hug.
Well, Josh, what a powerful video. Thank you for sharing that with us. And, this is really what has started sort of your journey on social media. And in fact, you've gained a lot of followers through sharing videos exactly like this. So, do you want to maybe share with us what that journey has been? And I know it started with actually losing your daughter. So, can you kind of bring us along on that journey and how this all began for you?
Yeah, so the year was 2012, and my wife Heidi and I, we were expecting our first, and so excited, first time parents, but sometimes things don't go the way we plan, and after some complications at birth and things like that, my wife and I, we lost our first daughter. She passed away. If not for the hand of God and modern medicine, my wife Heidi likely also would have died that day, May 13th, 2012. And she, in a lot of ways, my daughter Michaela Faith became a catalyst for telling the world about Jesus. That year when she passed became the darkest year of my life, as you can imagine.
Hmm. Hmm.
And it was literally at rock bottom where I met the rock, Jesus. And, a few years after her death, I wanted to begin to tell her story. So it started out small. It started on TikTok, helping out a local church, and didn't really know what to do. I didn't know much about TikTok. I didn't really do the fancy dances or anything like that. Um, but I just started posting, and God blew it up. It was amazing.
Hmm. And you know what? Honestly, your videos draw people in. Like as soon as I watched it, I was drawn into the video because they're heartfelt, they're compassionate. And in fact, you come with a lot of messages like, hey, I'm here for you. I know life's been hard. So it's obviously resonated with millions, having 2 million TikTok subscribers. So why do you think that those messages, those kind of videos have really resonated with so many people?
Well, I think um, the world is a very noisy place now,
Mm-hmm.
and it's very fast, right? It's fast food and fast relationships and fast success and all these kinds of things. And I feel like a lot of people are just very, very, stuck in their life and what's going on. And I think for somebody to come along and just genuinely care and ask them how they're doing, I think it's rare for a lot of people to be asked that question, right? Like people are so busy with their lives and people get so easily distracted and there's so much going on that, to scroll past a video and have somebody who just wants to know how they're doing is a rare thing.
Mhm. I love that. And it comes out of a place of true vulnerability for you and your wife. So thank you for that. Thank you for being willing to say, I understand and I'm here for you. And so, today is World Social Media Day. It's also our Evangelism Week here at the 700 Club Canada. So this has obviously been a platform for you for evangelism as you've seen people through your videos being introduced to Jesus. So why do you think, like, how do you see it as evangelism? How do you see it as an opportunity to reach out to people?
I mean, like social media can have a pretty bad reputation at times, right? You can find a lot of difficult content on there, but where the darkness is, the light rises to meet it. And whereas we used to have to travel around the world to tell people about Jesus, now with the gift of the internet, which starting to date us a little bit, but when the internet first comes, and now we have this amazing opportunity to be evangelists across the world just through social media. It's an incredibly powerful tool. And, in Revelation chapter 12, it says that the enemy will literally be, defeated by the blood of the lamb, Jesus, but also by the power of our testimony. And
Mhm.
so to go onto social media and to tell our stories and the hurts and the hardship and all that stuff, but being able to point the world to the King of Kings through it all is just an incredible tool that we have now.
I love that. It's amazing. And I love what you said, right? Where there's darkness, there's the opportunity for our light to shine through, God's light to shine through us. And so, maybe if someone's watching today and they want to do this as well, or maybe they've got an account and they're like, how can I help share the message of Jesus to others? Or how can I use this opportunity, social media, to do that? What would you say to encourage them? What would you say is probably their biggest opportunity?
I would say be exactly who God created you to be.
Mm,
And
that's
so
good.
social media, as we know, can be this place of filters and presenting your best side and all that stuff. But life can be hard, right? We
Mhm.
go through a
Yeah.
lot of difficult things. So my advice would be, show up, be exactly who God made you to be, and tell your story, right? Tell it exactly how it is. The highs, the lows, right? We talk in Christianity about mountaintops and valleys and the in between. Just be yourself through it all. And people really resonate with that message.
I love it. Well, in Evangelism Week this week, we're talking about God gave you a story so you can share your story. And that's exactly what you're doing, Josh. So thank you so much for sharing and bringing us into your life a little bit. So we appreciate that.
Well, thank you very much for having me. It's an honor.
Well, if you want to know more about Josh or follow him, make sure to head to our website at 700club.ca.